Hi, I'm Tracy Weatherby, and I wanted to talk to you about your business model description. And of course you have a business model, but it's really important to be able to describe it very quickly and easily. It's a key part of kind of your elevator pitch and people understanding your business. A business model basically describes the rationale of how an organization creates, delivers, and captures value. And investors care about your business model, and those who donate or invest in social entrepreneurs care about the impact model just as much. So knowing how to succinctly describe your business and its impact and how it will be sustainable is key to gaining funders. So I wanted to give you a few examples. I've made these up. But for instance, a solar light company might have a business model description something like, we sell solar lights in rural areas through local agents. These sales increase the education and productivity of the community, as well as benefiting the environment. We're able to sell our products profitably, but receive grants in order to do the education necessary to get people to buy these products. We expect to only need grants for another 3 years until we become self-sustaining. That's nice because it gives a sense of what you do, how you're doing it, and which pieces of it are going to be sustainable in the short term, which pieces may take just a little bit longer. A mobile money company, for instance, might say, we enable transactions and allow people to transfer and save money. We need investment of $3 million, and once we have 1 million users, we expect to reach break even. After that, our margins are quite high. So in that case, you can see that this is a different business model. They're probably a for-profit, straight-on for-profit who's going to do some social good by giving people access to the financial inclusion world. But they're not asking for charity. They're probably asking primarily for equity. A co-op provider might describe their business by saying, we enable the trade of many small handicraft providers. Our members make a good living, and it raises the standard of living of an entire community. Given the small margins, we're not able to charge for our services, but our operations cost $250,000 per year, and they create 1,000 jobs in our community. Now, that is a good description for someone who's looking for probably primarily grant and nonprofit funding, and then that funder would be able to take a look at, is this an area in which we want to operate? Are we trying to build economic development, and how do we think that cost per outcome looks for us? You can also do your business model description in a little bit more graphic way. This one for EcoFuel gives a sense of what they're doing. They are qualifying, training, and providing kilns to farmer cooperatives so that they can make char. Then they buy that char from those farmers. They produce green briquettes and they package and distribute them. They get them to micro retailers who sell those to households. So that gives a good quick sense of how the business works. It doesn't say anything here. What I'd want to see added here is a little bit more about, is this something that is profitable now? Will it be profitable soon? Or will it require grants and donations for a very long time? Here's another business model description for a water filter company, and you can see the pictures across the top explain how the business works. They design the water filters, then they import the filters from India, they assemble them in Indonesia, they sell them through several different channels, and they have renewable revenue based on their replacement filter elements. And then you can see along the bottom their sources of revenue. They are hoping that carbon credits might even be a source of revenue in the future. So this one, once again, doesn't give you an immediate sense of how long they might need support and what kind of equity or debt they're trying to raise, but it gives you a sense of how the business works. Here's a Cookstove example where they can succinctly describe that they're the ones who design the cookstoves. That's their key differentiator. They import some standard elements, they assemble them in country, and then they market and distribute them through a series of channels. Their sources of revenue are the product sales, the briquettes over time, and then perhaps carbon credits in the future. And then they throw their impact on there too, that they've got reduced lung disease and reduced deforestation. All right, so for Deliverable 3.4, let's work on your business model summary. Review how you describe your business model in the business plan deck. Do you have a brief 4 to 5 line description? Does it say what you do, how it works, why the economics work? And are the impacts tied into your business model, or are they totally separate? And does your model eventually have a sustainable business, or do you require ongoing funding? And if possible, create a graphic to show how your business works, or at least a few pictures. Test it on a few people, work with your mentors, and see if it's easy for people to understand how your business works and what you're trying to accomplish. And then, if needed, go ahead and update that business model summary in your business plan. And once again, if I can help in any way, don't hesitate to call. I'd love to serve as a sounding board.